This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another video late here on the last Bank Holiday Monday of May, which can only mean one thing: we're heading into UK Derby week, ladies and gentlemen. So we best wrap up what we think could line up at Epsom, looking at the 5-day declaration stage for the Oaks. We've got a couple of videos coming up over the couple of days, and we might have also one. Well, we've definitely got one, all being well, for the UK Derby. And we're going to take a look at the closing declarations nearer the time, probably tomorrow or Wednesday, and see what's going to line up. But regarding all the rest of the horses, the best place to check really is Classic Watch 2023.ml. Hopefully the site's getting a good bit of momentum now after taking out both Irish Guineas with Tahira and Paddington over on the weekend. But as usual in the UK racing scene and the world racing scene, really focusing on no respite whatsoever at the moment, and heading a week from the Irish Guineas to the UK Derby. So we're going to crack on. But Classic Watch 2023.ml is the site. Right, the horse we're going to take a look at today has turned in arguably one of the most visually impressive performances of the flat season so far as a 3-year-old. The Aidan O'Brien trained filly, Savethelastdance, sired by Galileo by a scat daddy sired dam called Daddy's Lil Darling. You have to say it destroyed the listed Chester Vase field by 22 lengths on only its third start. It beat stablemate Boogie Woogie by 2.25 lengths on heavy ground in a maiden at Leopardstown in April. And then a month after that, destroyed the Chester Vase by 22 lengths. But like I said, it's only a listed race. There was doubts around the ground, etc., etc. But she has ran to a very creditable at this stage 116. A very good rating indeed, you have to say. But can we take what we saw at face value? That's the key when we're assessing a performance like this. We're going to look at the performance at the end of the video, as we always do, with fair use and give it a good review. But first, I think we've got to take a look at the pedigree of the horse, really. Savethelastdance is from family 19B, which is quite an interesting line. We're going to take a look on the legacy site that I use at the moment, in a moment. But there is plenty of horses on this pedigree that have shown that possibly what this horse did at Chester could be a sign of things to come. There could be more to come from this listed winner. You've got to remember it's only a listed winner. The dam, Daddy's Lil Darling, won 5 out of 20 races in America, but managed to win $1.3 million. Multiple graded stakes winner. We'll see there that she won the Pocahontas Stakes in Group 2. And she also won the Dueling Grounds Oaks, a black type race, and the Grade 1 American Oaks, and the Grade 3 Modesty Handicap. You know, very nice horse. Very nice filly. Indeed, a good mare as well. She was second in the Ashland Stakes, second in the Kentucky Oaks as well. Very good filly. She is also very closely related to this horse here, called Mongolian Saturday, a gelding that we found. That again won over 1.2 million American dollars, winning 8 of 48 starts. Raced plenty of times in his career, starting off in optional claimers, winning a few of them, and then winning the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, a Grade 1, in 2015. He also won the Woodford Stakes, a Group 3 as well. So 2 is a multiple. Dual would be more of a word there. But former Breeders' Cup winner there, Mongolian Saturday as well. The second dam is called Miss Hot Salsa. She won 4 out of 17 races and £227,000. She was placed in graded races. You see there that she did win the Pike Palace Dancer Handicap, a listed race, placed in the Grade 2 San Clemente there, and was also placed in a listed race there as well. So again, black type winning, graded stakes placed, listed winner, second dam. The third dam, Miss High Blade, was another. She won over $500,000, winner of 9 of her 37 races. And again, another graded stakes winner. She also won a listed race. Let's go from the bottom to the top, as we always do. There she won the Lassie Stakes. Not a listed race according to that. She won a black type race there. The Lakes and Flowers Breeders' Cup Handicap. She won the Palo Alto Handicap there, a listed race. She won the Group 3 Countess Fager Handicap at Golden Gate in 1993. And she also won the Estrapade Stakes at Hollywood Park, the Queen to Conquer Stakes at Hollywood Park, and the Honey Fox Handicap at Del Mar. Prolific Group 3 and listed winner, Miss High Blade. And the fourth dam, Darling Miss Q, was a stakes winner of 3 of her 8 races and $50,000. Fifth in the 1984 Santa Susana Stakes. She won the listed It's in the Air Stakes in 1993 at Hollywood Park and was also fourth in the Santa Ynez Stakes at Grade 3. So this is what you got there is plenty of the dams have proved themselves pattern quality horses. Unfortunately, we couldn't find a litany of horses related to it closely, apart from the Breeders' Cup Sprint winner, Mongolian Saturday. Obviously, we would have liked to have found more. And on the legacy site, we had to go quite a way back to find the horse as well. We had to go back to the 9th dam, who was foaled in 1932, called Blood Root. But that gave us plenty of optimism, really, to think that this horse is more than capable of running an excellent race in any sort of classic. We found horses like La Lune, who won 5 out of 19 races and $112,000. She won the 1955 Kentucky Oaks, and she's a designated Render Course mare. And that is because she is the dam of 2 top-class stallions, namely Bold Reason, winner of 7 of his 17 races and $304,000. See there, he won the Travers, the Hollywood Derby, the Lexington, the American Derby. Third in 2 classics, the Kentucky Derby and the Belmont of 1971. Retired after the Travers due to a bad knee, unfortunately. And also, she was the dam of Never Bend, winner of 13 of his 23 starts, $641,000. Great horse at 2, winner of the Champagne Stakes, the Futurity at 3, on the Flamingo Stakes, the Yankee Handicap, second in the Kentucky Derby and the United Nations, the Woodward, third in the Preakness, champion 2-year-old colt of 1962. So 2 superb horses there. And we also found this horse here, Blushing KD. If people go back to Be Faithful, the 6th dam of this horse, I think, is Blood Root. There you go. And Kentucky KD, a bit nearer the time. The winner of the 1997 Kentucky Oaks and also the Fantasy Stakes, the Monmouth Park Breeders' Cup Oaks, the Fairground Stakes. Plenty of races won. Unfortunately euthanised in 2000 following a long battle with a broken ankle and laminitis. But another classic winner there So plenty of classic prospects in America on this line. You'll see there that there is Bloodroot, which kind of gives us this section here. Plenty of you see ours slightly goes wrong with Turmeric being 1948, and there's no sign of Turmeric on this site. But you'll see there that through the dams, let's have a look again at them. We've got Group 1 winners there, multiple graded stakes placed, graded stakes winner, and a stakes winner. All the first 4 dams have all won stakes races. 2 of them have won graded races, and 1 of them has been placed in graded races. I mean, this horse has got a good American pedigree, it's fair to say. And now it's time really to see what people can view for themselves, what it did in the Cheshire Oaks.
Almost set to go. They're ready. There's the door rearing, edgy. They're off, and there's the door was rearing as the stalls opened. She gave them 5 or 6 length start for the Weatherby's Digital Solutions Cheshire Oaks. They're racing for the Robert Sangster Memorial Cup, and Save the Last Dance in the dark blue drops in last the main cluster and just needs a little bit of early hustling along from Ryan Moore to pick up the bit as Winter Crack with a pink cap and the nose-banded Sisyphus Strength lead them up the straight first time. Serona in a beige jacket is racing close up. Irma Cinder, the blue sleeves down on the inner, and then Citador out wide in a white jacket. Ash Tanga, pink cap, is covered up, a length and a half away. Save the Last Dance is now doing it a little more easily, last but one. And there's the door from that awkward start. Races in touch in rear as they sweep left-handed and head towards the 7 marker. So Wintercrack and Shane Kelly leading them up the viaduct side of the Rudy by around about 2 lengths now to Sisyphus Strength and the noseband and Serona, who disputes second. Ash Tanga, pink jacket, is poised between Phyllis. She's got Irma Cinder, the blue sleeves, on her inner, and Citador, white jacket, out wide. And there's the door, has moved up to race alongside Save the Last Dance, and they would be some 5 or 6 lengths off the leader as they go through halfway. And that leader continues to be Winter Crack, and she's just steadied things down a little in front, having a little bit of a look around her. The whole field now begins to concertina up. Sisyphus Strength against the rail and Serona beige jacket out wide. Citador, deepest of all, is coming under a bit of pressure. Ash Tanga, the pink cap, is poised, and then Irma Cinder. More now just asking Save the Last Dance, dark blue colours to inch a bit closer, and there's the door, drops back to the tail of the field, but not there for long because Citador is continuing to lose ground. They're heading now for the final 3 furlongs in the Cheshire Oaks, and it's Serona under the champion jockey who's moved through to take over here. Wintercrack coming under pressure. Ash Tanga, pink cap and pink sleeves in third. Save the Last Dance will be wide into the straight. More now beginning to nudge away as Serona gets first run on the field, but Save the Last Dance is now closing in quite sharply and sweeps on by inside the 2. Save the Last Dance kicking on here, opening up 5, 6, 7, 8 lengths clear. There's the door, has moved off in pursuit, but it's surely vain chase. Save the Last Dance by double digits with 200 yards to cover. Save the Last Dance. It will be a record-breaking 8th Cheshire Oaks success for Aidan O'Brien. Save the Last Dance. Epsom next. There's the door, a long way back in second. Irma Cinder in third, then Serona and Ash Tanga.
Wow, what can people say about that? Very visually impressive performance from Save the Last Dance, without any shadow of a doubt there. People will say, what did it beat? What was the ground? Will the ground be any different at Epsom? Horses can only turn up on the day and do what they do. And this horse won that day by 22 lengths. Peerless performance. The pedigree, well, there's plenty of graded stakes winners. The first 4 dams, like I said, I've shown you. This horse is not a fluke in this pedigree. Obviously, we'd have liked to have found more top-class relatives to the horse in the last 20 or 30 years. But we've managed to bring a couple that we can find and that I can find. And I'm sure I've missed some. Do you know what I mean? But this horse is decent. And in the 60s and 70s, 2 top-class stallions there as well. That did sire some nice horses. So it remains to be seen whether this horse is going to turn up. She's entered in the UK Oaks next weekend, and she is a fairly warm favourite. But it will be very interesting to see how she gets on if she does. Right, we're going to wrap the video up there. What I'm going to do at the end of the video is give everybody a couple of steers. What I'm going to do this time is include a link to all the horses that have been selected so far for the Classic Watch 2023.ml website, rather than the possibles playlist, which I normally use, will vary up a bit this time. And I will also give everybody an option that have watched this video who haven't subscribed yet to the channel to subscribe if they wish to, so they can not miss any of the other videos. But for now, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you very much for supporting the channel as you do. I'm going to leave it there because it's just gone midnight. Take care, everybody, and all the best.